Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I'm here with my son Luke, who's 3 years old, and he's going to help us with our story. But I'd like to start first with just all the terrific work our teachers are doing, setting up Google Classrooms, coming up with activities. Some have done jokes, some have done virtual field trips. So thank you, teachers, for all that you're doing. I'd like to share one joke from Mrs. Hanovich's room. It was, why did the kid cross the playground? And the answer is, to get to the other slide.
Because he was so very sick.
Oh, he was a little sick? Well, thank you, Luke, for your thought on that. And now we're going to read Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. And unlike the other days, we're going to kind of, I'm going to read most of it, and Luke might share what's going on in the pictures. And on your shirt, you actually have a special character. Do you remember what this guy's name is?
Max.
Good job. Thank you, Luke. All right, here we go. Where the Wild Things Are. That night, Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. What's he doing in this picture?
He's running and he have a fork.
And he's chasing the dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's running up.
His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew.
And grew.
And grew.
And trees are so big.
And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a boat, you're right, for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Hopefully you're not getting scared. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars. And gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Let's show the claws.
Mommy, which one did you like?
Oh, which monster? You like that one? Thank you. Till Max said, be still. Let me hear you say, be still.
Be still.
And tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. What's going on in here, Luke?
They're jumping around.
They're jumping around. What are they doing here?
Swinging on the trees.
Swinging on the trees. And on this one, what's going on here?
They're walking and putting him on the back.
You're right, Max is on his back. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so. And Max said, no.
I want him to eat him up.
I don't want him to get eaten up either, Luke. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Say goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room where he found his supper waiting for him.
And what, Lukey?
And it was still
hot.
Let's give a nice round of applause for the book. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope to see you soon. Luke, you did a great job. Thank you very much. And good night, everybody.